So I've been gone for a while on this trip over Thanksgiving break, see some family. It was a great time. But now that I'm back home, I gotta start making YouTube videos again. I wasn't really in the mood to edit, and so I decided to record this. It's basically just gonna be a really short inventory showcase. And I will preface this by saying my inventory is pretty bad. There's not a lot of interesting skins. I don't even have skins for like half of the guns. But so yeah, if you're just here for the expensive skins, click off. But if you just want to hear me talk about some of the skins in my collection, then this is the video for you. So starting off, we have my knife, which I recently got a few days ago, I want to say. I traded some junk skins I had and my old gloves and Karambit Safari mesh for this. But I think it was worth it, honestly, because for a few reasons. One is I really like the Karambit Ultraviolet. When you have it in game, your hand covers up this part of the grip right here, and that's where all the purple is scratched off, so it doesn't really matter. You still have this nice purple piece that really pops. But another reason I like it is because when battle scarred, and especially a really high float like this one, the cap is 0.80 and this is 0.78, as you can see. It almost looks like the stock Karambit, but with a little added flair. And the stock Karambit is really, really nice because it has the black ring and the black grip and then a little purple, which is nice. But it has all these decals. It has the red dot right there. It has these markings. I got really lucky with this one. The guy who I was trading with was really, really nice. We worked out a great deal. No one really made any money, but we just swapped some skins. It was a great time. But I think I really got a nice steal on this one just because I'm very picky about my Karambits. And the back part of the blade here, which is, closest to you in game, what you're really going to want to be seeing, is totally clean. There's like no paint at all on this edge back here. It's just totally bone stock. And I really, really like that. I really like how this looks in game. Definitely a nice pickup. Definitely worth what I traded it for. And then I might as well mention, just for gloves, like I said, I traded away my pair of gloves. I do miss them a little bit, but honestly, I don't mind the stock CT and T gloves. I think they're actually pretty good and better than a lot of the gloves that you can get for money in game. So I don't really mind it that much. For my heavy weapons, I recently picked up this Nova for 50 cents off the market. Really, really low float for field tested. Signature on the back there. So that's really nice. And then you have the team, and then the tournament sticker. This is like the perfect sticker setup for me. This is exactly what I would want. And so I saw this on market, and I was like, okay, I've been wanting a new Nova anyway. This was perfect for me. And I also have this Nova Sand Dune, which is a really low float. It's mid-wear, but factory new ones are more expensive. And it's a Nova. I paid like 4 cents for this. But I just really like it. Something that's weird about me is I really like a lot of these skins that are just one solid color, or just like a handful of solid colors. The patterns are great and all, but it's really, for some reason it's weird, but I really, really like these just solid color skins. And so I've picked up a couple of those for my XM. This is cool. I got this a long time ago, actually. Yeah, maybe like over a year now. But this is a really high float. Again, cap is 0.80. Really high float. XM Urban perforated. It has the stickers on it, and it looks really vanilla, but with souvenir stickers to me. And it's just, I really like it. I really like how the vanilla XM looks, but this gives it some flair. I think it's nice. I think it's really nice. And then for my Mag 7, I'm looking for a new Mag 7, but right now, honestly, I got a really, really high float rust coat for market value. It looks bad, but that's why I like it in a really charming way. And it's one of the cheaper rust coats, because some of the rust coats actually get kind of expensive. It's sort of weird, but I like the skin. I like the skin. It's not like phenomenal, and I wouldn't mind a better Mag 7 in the future, but it's pretty good for now. And then for my sawed off, I very recently picked this up right before I went on that trip that I was talking about earlier. Souvenir sawed off Sage Spray. This is really nice. Again, it's a really low float minware because fact new ones are expensive. But I really like this one. I really like this one. It's really bright. The colors are generally really bright. You have white in there and just some generally light colors. And it almost looks like a sawed-off whiteout, almost, with these souvenir stickers blocking the some of the darker parts on the gun. And it is a shame that the new souvenir stickers kind of suck, because, you can just replace 3 of these. But the one you can't replace, the map souvenir sticker, is in the best position. And so that's what really sold me on this. And also, it's circle, and then team, and then circle, which I also think is just nice, And I would rather have phase over spirit. Sorry, spirit. And then this is one of my weirder skins. This is one of my favorite skins in the game. This is kind of what I was talking about earlier when I said that I really, really like these kind of solid color skins. And yes, I did splurge on a factory new one. I spent like $4 on market for this. It's not like a crazy low float, but these are really shooting up in value just because the Chop Shop collection is a really great collection, and people want to do trade-ups. And so I wanted to nab this. I did a lot of comparisons, though. It looks pretty much the same as 0.000, so I don't mind that much. This corner is a little dinged up, but it's dinged up no matter how low of a float you get. And the mag is like totally clean on the play side. This skin is just really pretty. I love these neutral colors, and then the pop of the yellow. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Love this skin. I adore this skin. It's really, really nice. And then no Negev skin, unfortunately. I think I used to have a Negev skin. Or I swear, maybe I don't. I got it from a drop. But yeah, I don't know what happened to it. I guess it's gone now, though. Maybe in here? No? Alright, weird. But yeah, those are my heavy weapons. And then for rifle, this is where it gets kind of interesting, but also pretty boring. Like I said at the beginning of the video, my loadout is kind of weird. I have a really weird taste in skins, but I like what I like. So, starting off, Galil, Cold Fusion. Not a super low float, but a great pattern. I spent a long time looking for these on market, because like I said, I'm very particular about even my cheap skins, and that's why I think that's why my inventory, a lot of the gun skins are really cheap, but I like them. I like them a lot. A good inventory doesn't have to be expensive, in my opinion, because this one has a clean back right there. There are no skulls like halfway on there. There's no junk, right? It's just clean. Whatever color this is, clean dark purple, I guess. And then you have a pretty good skull right here, a pretty good skull right here, and then a full skull on the mag, excuse me, which I think is really nice. I spent a while searching for this, but I got it for market. Not a ton of scratches, even though it's not a super low float for fact new. It's a nice skin, and I like this color scheme a lot. And then for my AK, you might see I have no AK skin, which is kind of sad, but I really like the default AK. I just really, really like it. I'm a big fan of liquid, so I have a liquid sticker, got to represent Nitro, NAF, Elige with the circles. I scratched them, though. On the vanilla AK, I just think it looks clean. I just think it looks clean in game, especially the liquid on wood. It's nice. It's nice in my opinion. I really like this skin, but I know a lot of people won't. And then for my Scout, I have 2 Scout skins. This is my favorite Scout skin in the game. Really low float, min wear, practically fact new. I just think it's really clean. Not a lot to talk about. I just picked this up off market for, I think, a little bit above market value, but I think it was worth it. Just very pretty skin in my opinion, very clean. And then the other one is a Blue Spruce, which is another really low float min wear. And this is, again, I just like these solid color skins, you know? If I'm getting kind of sick of this, I can just switch to this for a few days. I really like it. I really like the color scheme. It's simple, cheap, great skin. No skin for the SG, which is kind of sad. I wouldn't mind an SG Triarch, I think is how it's pronounced. But those are a couple bucks, and, you know, I'm not really looking to spend money on skins right now. So, you know, maybe one day I'll trade for one, but I don't use the SG that much, so it doesn't matter too much to me. We'll skip the op for now, because I do really like my op skin, and I want to talk about it. GS3 or G3S, just a skin I got from a drop. Pretty boring, but it's not the worst thing ever. CT vanilla Famas. I just don't have a Famas skin. I would really like one, but I just don't have one at the moment because it looks so gross. The vanilla Famas is gross. It's just like, ugh, all these scratches, all this like dirt on the skin. It's not good. And then for my M4s, I have quite a few M4s. I really like the look of the vanilla A4. I used to use it a lot, but I don't as much because I actually have some nice skins now for it. Right now, because the A1S is meta, it's like better than the A4 in every way. But so when I'm using A1S, again, I'm a liquid fan. Applied it to vanilla. Someone say it's a waste of money, but I think the vanilla M4 A1S is actually gorgeous. I think it's one of the best A1S skins. It's just the stock one. It's really shiny. It's really clean. It's beautiful in my opinion. But yeah, some of these stickers are scratched. Some aren't, which is kind of annoying, but I'm not going to scratch the ones that I haven't scraped. So I'll just leave it like this for now. This, I don't know why I bought this skin. It's a really high float A1S Boreal Forest. Something about just the look of the vanilla M4, both are really scraped like camo pattern. I don't know, it's kind of nice. You know, it's like you're a Vietnam soldier and you're crawling through the trenches and your custom paint job has gotten scratched up and now the vanilla is showing. I don't know, it looks better than like a field tested one to me. And I wanted another M4 skin other than vanilla, just for some variety, you know. So I kind of like this skin. It's not great, but I think I'll keep it for a while just because there's no point in selling it because it's like 15 cents. And my A4 skins, this is when it gets actually kind of interesting. The Bullet Rain is my favorite M4 A4 skin. This is essentially my dream skin. 0.08. I could get like a 0.07 one on market right now for, you know, like 15 bucks, and it looks super clean, but I don't know. At that point, I'd rather just buy a fat new one, but, you know, there's like 26 bucks. So, minimum there for now. But I was able to get this for market, actually. Some dude was quick selling it. And I was like, okay, dream M4 skin. Perfect. And I picked it up, and it was worth every penny. I think I spent like 10 bucks on it. Probably never going to trade this skin unless it's for like a lower float one somehow, but really nice, really nice. And on a lot of these low float Bullet Rains, this patch right here is really scraped. This one, it's not that bad, but you have some more scratches down here. But it's all in one line, so it doesn't annoy me that much. It's not bad. It's not bad. And then this, I did not name it this. This just came, I traded for it, and it came with this name tag, and I was like, whatever. It's fine. But I got this, and I got this, I think, on market for about what it's worth. I checked prices. I got it for like 35 bucks. I'm not a huge Cato 2014 guy. I just wanted at least one skin, just for the sake of collecting, you know. The guy who I traded with to get this originally had an Astralis Krakow 2017 here, and it was scraped. It looked really bad. I really needed another sticker to put here. And that's right around when the Stockholm stickers came out, actually. And so I got this really cheap. You have all the warm colors here. It's not in a perfect gradient, which is kind of sad, but yellow, orange, red. And the Stockholm stickers are practically Kato 2014s anyway. So cool 2014 craft. I might be trading it soon, but for now, it's a nice skin to have in the collection. And this sticker was also applied, and I just never thought to scrape it because it's kind of nice. And then for my AUG, I have 2 AUG skins. Both are really cheap, but both I spent a while looking for, actually, because, again, I'm very particular about my AUG skins. This one, very high float. Very, very high float. But, excuse me for a second. I just had to get some water. Remember to drink water. But this, you know, because in-game, you see it right about there. That's the view model you see, at least with my view model settings. And I scoured the market for like an hour back when I bought this because I really wanted this skin. Because when scratched, it looks like black. It looks like just a totally black AUG, which I think is really, really cool. Because, you know, the vanilla is like this ugly army drab green. Whereas this is more black, which I think is really sick. But something about this pattern template and this float, there is barely any green paint here. There's barely any. And you can get some where there's less green paint in this area, but there's more green paint in this area. But this is the part that you're seeing the most in-game. So this was a really nice pickup. Even though it's like a 4-cent skin, I love this skin to death. I think it's really, really great. And then the AUG Storm I got recently. Low float Storm. I think it's capped, so low-ish float. And the scratches are pretty good, you know? It's like one big scratch here and then a bunch of tiny ones in a line. It could be better, it could be worse. I'm okay with it, though. Again, I just like the Storm. I like these solid color skins. Nice skin, nice skin. And then for the Scar, another skin I got from a drop. It's a min-wear one, actually, though, so that's kind of nice. I always get field-tested drops, but never min-wear ones. So this is just, it's kind of cool. But for my op, this is probably the jewel of my skin collection. I got it from one of my Steam friends, actually. I was just going through his inventory, and he had this Hearthivore Hollow on scope. And I sent him a trade offer, and he was a great guy. We played CS a bunch, but I scumized him out of like $10. I'm really sorry. His name was Spooderman at the time. So, Spooderman, if you're somehow watching this video, I'm really sorry. But I just want you to know that I took really good care of your op. And he originally had some stickers on it. So just some bland whatever stickers. And I scraped those all off and applied these hollows myself. It's also a 0.72, which is pretty high for an op safari mesh. It's almost a black mesh. I think it is a black mesh in my opinion, but some consider black meshes to be really high float safari meshes. But this is pretty close. The rainbow stickers cover up a lot of the safari mesh. The Hearthivore Hollow is obviously a really beautiful sticker, and it's on the best position. It looks great there. And this skin is gorgeous. I love this skin. I don't think I'll ever be trading this skin. It's the black op, which is sick, with the Hearthivore, which is sick. And then I applied these stickers, and I got it from a old CS friend. So, you know, I think I'll keep this skin forever. This is one of my favorite skins. Absolutely beautiful. For SMGs, really boring, to be honest. Vanilla MP9. I think Vanilla MP9 looks really good. I don't know if I'll ever get a skin for it. Vanilla MP5. I think Vanilla MP5 looks great. Same story. Now, I do like these souvenir skins. I think cheap skins with gold souvenir stickers you can get for like 30 cents and lower. Great deals, honestly. Some of the best skins that you can get when you're on a budget. I highly recommend them. But for this skin, really high float field tested, which is a shame, but really good souvenir stickers. Atlanta 2017s, Absolutely beautiful. We have Virtus Pro, SK, both teams in the best positions, and then the Signature and the Boston is whatever, but this skin's nice. I wish I could find something similar in a lower float, but for now, I don't even use the UMP that much. This is a nice skin, and I got it for market, so, can't complain. For P90, I have the P90 Ashwood. This is really great. I also spent a while looking for this skin. Pretty low float for fact new. I actually really like the P90 Ashwood. I think it looks like a bunch of lightning bolts, kinda. Like, especially right here. You can notice this you really see a lot in game. This looks like a lightning bolt. You can't tell me this doesn't look like a glowing white lightning bolt against a black background. It's really pretty. I like this skin a lot. I got it for, I think a little above market because I was very particular about the pattern, but cool skin. And this I just got for a drop. Yeah, it's a PP Bison Urban Dash field tested. It's nothing special. It's just something that's different from the vanilla. And for my pistols, I traded away my USP. The vanilla USP looks fine. I really want a stat track fact new Guardian though. The Guardian's gorgeous skin. I used to have one, but I traded it away. One day I'll get another one. I plan to keep uploading these videos as long as I'm into skins, as long as I'm into CS, basically. Once every few months when my inventory might drastically change. So, yeah, we'll see when I get a USPS skin. And I did apply this a while ago, just this NAF sticker in a really weird spot. I don't know why I applied this, but I'm not going to scrape it, just because, if I'm really broke and really desperate for a different USPS skin, I guess I have this in my back pocket. Dual Berettas, vanilla. Not a lot of great dual Beretta skins, to be honest. There are some really good ones out there, but I just don't use this gun that often, although it is kind of fun. I just don't use that often. And the vanillas look okay anyway. This P250 I've had for a really long time. I got it as a drop. It's fact new, whatever float. But I got this as a drop ages ago. This might be the oldest skin in my collection. It probably is the oldest skin in my collection. Just honestly pretty sick. Really shiny P250 compared to vanilla, where that's more matte. This is more reflective, more metallic. It's just really pretty, and it's fact new, and I got it as a drop. I feel like it's kind of special, It's not the lowest grade. It's like the second lowest for drops, and it's fact new. Kind of rare, kind of special. I like it. And then this is another drop. Whatever, 5.7, blah, blah, blah. CZ, I don't use the CZ, but I did get this low float minwear one. It changes the color of the sights, which I really like. They're normally green, but the skin changes them to red. And it's just, just cool prints all over it. Kind of a weird skin, but I like it. So I have this Glock Ironwork, low float field tested. And I saw a guy in a comp lobby one day, and he had this exact same craft, but on a Wraiths, I believe, which I also do have one of those, but I'll get to that. The EG sticker, it was like 3 cents, RMR 2020, like worthless. Sorry, EG, but no one likes your team apparently because your stickers are so cheap. But something about the black and the silver and the gray, white, black, it just, for 3 cents, this is a really pretty craft. And it proves that you don't need to have expensive stickers to have a clean, beautiful craft. Like, this is my main Glock right now, just because I really, really like it. And then to my old main Glock, my Glock Wraiths, just something I really like in pistols specifically is when they do something different with the back sight here. When it's a different color, when it's a different kind of piece, like this one is just this green highlight, and I got a really high float one. Cap is 0.80, of course. I got this skin a long time ago, but I still really like it, just because it's very dark in game, but this green pops so well. I kind of want to get a Stat Track one and have entropic foils. I think that would look really slick, but it'd be really expensive too. So I don't know. Maybe one day. And then next, I have a Glock High Beam that I also got a really long time ago. kind of a low float for Facnu, but it has beams covering most of the slide. I did have to search the market a little bit for this one, but I think it was worth it. I think it looks pretty slick. The high beam is one of the most underrated Glocks in the game, in my opinion. It's just a few cents, but really, really gorgeous to me. And it's so shiny, too. Really, really nice. Tech 9s. Red quartz I got a while ago. I believe this is Facnu, yeah. I just kind of like this skin. I have no words as to why. I just like it. It's normal skin. And groundwater, low float minwear. Again, I like these skins with the just solid colors. Picked this up for 4 cents on market. Another kind of nothing skin. Finally, I think my favorite skin in my collection, the skin I will never sell in a million years, the skin I could talk for ages and ages and ages about, my Desert Eagle Midnight Storm. This thing, I love it to death. There's a long story behind it that I won't, this video is already long enough. I won't tell the whole story, but I will say what's special about it is that it took some teamwork with some old CS friends to obtain. So, whenever I see this skin, it reminds me of them, those good old days. I don't talk to them that much anymore, but I really should, to be honest, especially since I'm back into CS a lot. But anyway, the reason I like this one so much is that it's pretty low float for a Deagle Midnight Storm. It's a little above market, actually, even though it's only a 0.02. And this is why I love it so much. And you might be thinking, oh, what's this? This is still normal Midnight Storm. I don't see anything. Well, look at this. There's a heart in the center because it's mirrored. So a perfect heart and then a wave wrapping around that heart. It's like the perfect pattern template. I love it. Because the back can be really unsatisfying sometimes. Sometimes it's just a wave, or it's like split in half down the middle, and it's really ugly, and it can be a huge deal breaker for me, even though the Midnight Storm is one of my favorite skins in the game. But this is perfect. Heart and a wave wrapping around it, and the rest is clean as can be with a little tiny wave up here that honestly just balances it out. It adds something to look at on the left, and the rest is just a clean, deep blue. It's perfect. I added these liquid stickers a while ago just because it was like a $1 craft at the time. I think they're nice. I'm a big liquid fan. If I ever dislike them, then I'll just scrape them off. But for now, I'll just leave them there. And the name tag is one of my favorite Super Mario Galaxy OSTs. Galaxy is my favorite game of all time. Played it a bunch when I was really little. Still play it sometimes now. But yeah, look up the Super Mario Galaxy OST. It's so good. So good. But yeah, that does it, I think. That's every skin in my collection. Graffiti right here. No music kit. Here are my badges, in case you care for some reason. And no agents, because I don't like agents that much. But yeah, that's it. So if you actually made it to the end of the video, hello? I mean, I don't know why you sat through this whole thing, but thank you. Thank you. So yeah, just have a good day, and I'll see you later.